WAJI, Fort Wayne's Magic 95.1, playing favorites of yesterday and today. That's the Force MDs and Tender Love. 7:01, and this Magic 95.1 news and information update is being sponsored by the Armstrong Diamond Center in Glenbrook Square. Nothing says love like diamonds from Armstrong.
We have light rain and 56 degrees. I'm Ken Owen. Magic 95.1 news and information. Now let's go to Becky Kelly and the Magic Eye on traffic.
Well, we're going to start out with the condition yellow at Hannah and Oxford. We have a fender bender to steer clear of. Once again, that's at Hannah and Oxford. Streets are wet, so no pushing that pedal to the floor today. At the top of the Fort Wayne National Bank, Becky Kelly with the Magic Eye on traffic.
White House spokesman Larry Speake says it's going to be very difficult for the Soviets to extinguish a fire at their damaged nuclear reactor near Kiev. Speake says no one in the world has experience dealing with such a fire, saying it could burn and spread radiation for weeks. Speake says the U.S. is willing to provide help to the Soviet Union. U.S. officials say there has been no response to that offer so far. At the same time it's offering help, the U.S. is urging the Soviets to minimize the danger from the reactor accident by revealing more information about it. It's believed the accident, called a meltdown by intelligence sources, took place days before it was reported. For the next few weeks, health officials will be checking radiation levels in Fort Wayne and 9 other Indiana cities to see if the Soviet nuclear accident is causing any problems here. They say the chances of us being affected by the radiation are just about zero. Other cities involved in the testing include Gary and Indianapolis. They'll be monitored on a daily basis. There is news of another disaster this morning. U.S. officials say a major earthquake has struck Mexico. There are still no reports of injuries or damage. The quake measured 7 on the Richter scale. Fort Wayne residents feel flood control and job creation are 2 of the major issues facing the Summit City's future. The mayor's office sent City Quest surveys to 52,000 residents. About 4,000 were returned. Beyond floods and jobs, people also said they're worried about the transportation of hazardous wastes. But people ranked the construction of a new baseball stadium and improvements to State Road 3 very low on the priority list. Mayor Wynn Moses says he'll study the results of the survey and use the data to make policy recommendations to the City Council. What will be a bad summer for Europe will be a great one for the U.S. Malcolm Noden is a professor at Cornell University, and he's talking about tourism. Noden says because of recent acts of terrorism, many people are canceling travel plans in Europe and instead will vacation here in the U.S.
The numbers from various departments of commerce and various departments of tourism in the United States are showing substantial increases in advance reservations and advance deposits. So this purports to be a pretty heavy summer. 86 is liable to be a pretty heavy summer in the United States.
Noden says Europe's economy will lose tens of millions of dollars because of the drop in tourism. He says the West Coast, Florida, and New England will benefit the most here. The Upjohn Company is looking for federal approval of a new drug treatment for baldness, and it's come out with some test results. The company says of 619 people who used the drug minoxidil to cure baldness, nearly half reported moderate to heavy hair growth after 1 year. Upjohn says no major side effects were detected. After working outside, nothing beats downing a beer that's been in the freezer. But according to an expert on the subject, if you down a beer at ice-cold temperatures, you're cheating yourself. Brewmaster Mort Brenner recommends serving beer at about 50 degrees. He says at that temperature, the true flavors of the beer can come through. Batten down the hatches, stormy weather is coming our way. Magic 95.1 satellite weather is next.
It's that time of year again. Spring sale time at Armstrong's Diamond Center in Glenbrook Square. And Armstrong's has a very special collection of diamonds, gemstones,